Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of the Some Assemblage Required Advent Calendar. So MK created these and they were on sale early in November, and that way you got yours before Christmas came. It is not Christmas related, but it is scrapbooking related. So I'm going to go ahead and open day 3, and then I'm going to try to create with day 3. Actually, it is also Woodgrain and Winter, and that is why I'm doing day 3. I would be doing the even days, and she's doing the odd days, except we're doing every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because it is Woodgrain and Winter on our channels. And so if I can, I'm going to use this for a Woodgrain and Winter layout. If I can't, then I will just go ahead and do a Woodgrain and Winter layout for you. But let's see what we've got here. Day 3. Okay. Ooh, we've got some really cute little flowers. Those are cute. I think those are daisies, but I think these could kind of be representative of most flowers. Not most, but a lot of flowers that kind of have that look. But those are super cute. And super cute little leaves as well. So that's neat. And then we have some more stickers. We had stickers yesterday as well. Let's see if I'm any better at getting these ones off of the backer, just to be sure that they're stickers. I can't even find the opening for the packaging. And let's see what these say. Ooh, these are cool. They're blue and green. Wait, piece of paper, you said. Blue and green. So those are going to give you a really cool mixed media look. Those hash marks. It does have words on it, but the words don't really make a whole ton of sense. I mean, you can kind of read them. Oh, look at this, you guys. They peel apart super easy. I think yesterday my hands were just so dry I couldn't get I couldn't get a grasp on anything. So those are cool. That's going to be fun to use. All right. Yeah, I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in here. And then we will see what I can come back and create with. Okay, so I started to go ahead and put together my layout, and I ran into a couple of issues. First of all, I started doing this one early because I knew we were going to be traveling, so I did open it. I started working on it before Thanksgiving, and I ended up packing it with me to take on Thanksgiving because I was just up against a time crunch, and I knew I wasn't going to have time to do it when I got back because I only had like 2 days. So I'm still doing the open and create, but I started creating this one, and I ended up having to stop actually doing the work and put everything into a sheet protector and bring the stuff that I knew I was going to put together. So you're also going to see me working on this at a different location. So I was working on it in Idaho once we got up there at my brother's house. And, you know, I still ended up having to come home and put it together because I forgot adhesive of all things. And the only adhesive he had in his house besides Scotch tape was super glue. So yeah, I wasn't about to try to use super glue on this. So yeah, it was kind of a miserable fail on my part. Did not think ahead. And at the time I was working on putting it together, it was kind of late at night at his house. And so I didn't even have my mom's scrapbooking stuff to work with because her stuff is at my niece's house. Yeah, well, anyway. So I decided, well, okay, it's just going to have to wait till I get home. But you're going to see me do a bunch of stuff even still. So you can see as I'm working on it here at my house in my craft space, I do have a bunch of things that I'm putting together. I pulled out some punches, found out my 1.5 inch punch is broken. Well, it wasn't broken. It broke while I was punching these. Also, my 3-inch punch does not punch great, which a 3-inch punch is really kind of a beast to work with anyway. And so I think there's a reason they don't usually make them that size, because it is kind of a really large size. So it only cuts like 3/4 of the circle. The other circle I have to kind of hand cut, and then it's not perfect. So anyway, I'm on the lookout for a new 1.5 and a new 3-inch punch. My 1.5 was a Fisker's, one of the squeeze handle kind, and it just snapped. And I know they do have a lifetime warranty. I don't know if I'm going to contact them or not. I've done that in the past, and when I went to replace the punch that broke, they actually did not have any punches in stock that I didn't already have, and they did not have a replacement for the one that was broken, which happened to be a border punch. Maybe they'll have a circle punch. Maybe I'll contact them. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on the lookout for a new 1.5 and a new 3-inch punch. So if you got any suggestions, put them down below. I did look at Stampin' Up, and they didn't have any 1.5-inch punches on their site. And no 3-inch punches either. Anyway, so here I am at my brother's house working on putting this together, and I decided, well, since I can't glue things down, I'm going to go ahead and put the stickers down. So these are the stickers that were in the advent calendar for today, and I love them because it's like the mixed media is already done for you. It does leave, since they are glossy, it does leave a glossy finish, but I thought it was going to bother me more than it does. It doesn't really bother me. Maybe because they are peeking out from behind things and they're not like, in the middle of the page, I guess. That might bother me more if they were just kind of like off by themselves. But yeah, they're not bothering me at all that they're glossy or anything. So I did cut a couple of them in half so that I could tuck them under and not waste them. And then I am going to rough up all of the edges of my circles with my distress tool, which I remembered, which oddly is one of the things I forget the most because I don't store it in my tote bag. I store it, I put a magnet on it so it's on the side of my Raskog cart. And so I forget my scissors, which I have an extra pair of scissors in my tote bag. They're just not my long ones. They're my short ones, like the white ones I've got here. My distress tool, my scissors, and my trimmer, of all things. Those are the three things I am pretty reliable about forgetting when I go to a crop. Thankfully, my trimmer, I can usually borrow someone else's because I only use it periodically. It's not something that I use for every single layout, and I'm not opposed to tearing things. My scissors, I usually have a smaller pair in my bag, so it's kind of like saves me for that. But my distress tool, all I have is my little one that's the size of a quarter, and that hangs on my bag. So those are the things that I forget the most. I don't know about you, but yeah, I also actually have another ATG gun in my bag so that I don't forget that. I have extra glue. If you missed me packing my bag for a retreat, I do have a video for that in case you want to go back and check that out. I'll try to have it show up here on the screen at the end so you can go and click on that. Anyway, so here we go. I am inking up all of the edges of my papers. I'm back at my house. I got my distressing done of all of my little circles at my brother's house, and I went ahead and got all of the stickers put down. So yeah, I didn't make a huge dent in the progress, but I knew what I wanted to do. I even actually had my title already cut ahead of time, and in my little case, you'll see me pull that out. You probably already saw it on the screen there when I put it all together. So I used a really dark wood grain. So I've got 3 different kinds of wood grain, actually 4 on this layout if you consider the wood veneer that I'm going to be using also. So I've got that whitewashed wood grain, the blue wood grain. I've got a really dark charcoaly wood grain. You can kind of see it peeking out over by my right arm. That's what the title is going to be cut out of, or was cut out of. It's Pickleball Break, because we are actually at a retreat and we took a break from scrapbooking to go play some pickleball. And yeah, that is the wood grain that I'm using, including the wood grain from today's advent calendar. These are winter photos. This retreat is in January. It's an annual retreat that my friend has hosted. She hosted it for like 20 years, and after COVID, I took over hosting it. and it's the same group of gals that has been going for the entire time. So actually, I think I'm one of the newer ones, to be honest with you. But it's a great retreat. We all love getting together, and at this particular retreat space, they allow us to put up pickleball in the driveway, and we have been playing that the last couple years when we need to get out and get some fresh air. Okay, so I finally got all of that positioned where I wanted it. I did glue everything together so I could just pick it up as one big unit and then just put it back down rather than having to try to figure out where I wanted all of my circles again, because, you know, circle placement is pretty important on these kind of layouts to make it look a bit like a natural flow, but not like it is purposely placed or perfectly placed, I guess. Yeah, perfectly imperfect is what I was going for. So I've got these flowers just peeking out because there is greenery in the background. I figured like that works, and I just thought they were cute. The circles that are on the topmost layer are popped up onto some foam tape. You saw me doing that a few seconds ago with that turquoise foam, which is just the foam from Walmart, and it is adhesive backed on one side. So I've also used that for my pickleball break letters. I stuck my wood grain paper down onto the adhesive side of some black foam, and then now I'm just using my liquid glue to adhere everything down. And I knew my title was going to have to get squished, so I am nestling my L's together, kind of making my title be a little bit wonky so it fits a little bit better and doesn't look too weird with the L's being at different levels. And I think it's going to work out fine. This layout has a lot of movement to it because of the circles going up and down the page and the letters doing kind of like the same deal. And I actually really like the way that it's come out. So while I go ahead and trim this down and do a little bit of tucking up here at the top and then writing some journaling down, I want to remind you to go check out MK's channel. There are also some other people playing along with Woodgrain and Winter. I am so thankful that they are. I wasn't sure who was going to be playing along, but I'm going to put a link down below for a playlist so you can see other people playing along with Woodgrain and Winter with MK and myself. That is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. As always, I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope that you've enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, I hope that you would consider subscribing to my channel as well. And thank you for choosing to spend today with me. I will be back again on Friday, or actually tomorrow, with another one because it's going to be an even day, and that's my day. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.